Yeah, hi. I'm just going to do a small video and I'm going to document a scenario that's happened leading to what will come up in the video, which will be a repair. A repair to my Mark 1 Escort, as you can see it behind me. I had this car, I've wanted one of these for so long, and I've got friends, Lee Workman on YouTube, check out his channel on there, Lee's Mark 1, Escort YB Cozzy, unbelievable build, a 7-year build with so much talent and money gone into that job. I've always wanted an Escort, I've always wanted a Mark 1 for the reason that my, as we all do, 50 odd years old. They used to be around in the 70s, 80s, and your dad used to have one. And we all know the history and the cost of these things. However, behind me is my Mark 1. Black top, Z-Tech, 2-litre engine in, on side Weber 45s. And I've never made a video before, and I was just talking to a good friend of mine, Dean, and I said, you know what, I'll document this and I'll put it on YouTube because somebody might watch it and go, fair play, or they might not. I follow everyone else that seems to have a Mark 1. Marcus Hayes, he's well into his forwards, and I thought, why not? Let's have a look. So the story goes, last Saturday, the 9th of August, I was out with my friend Dean. We went to Caffeine and Machine. Weather was like it is today. Fantastic weather. We had a little trip out there. We had a couple of non-alcoholic drinks because I was driving. And then on the way back, we went and got some food in Henley and Arden. Great evening. I said I'll drop Dean back around about 8 o'clock. There's a road in Solihull called Tanworth Lane. And we come down Tanworth Lane, and the story goes, I came to a junction, I turned left. I looked right, there was nothing coming. However, I did see a car pulling off a driveway. Thought no more of it. A mile or two down the road, I pull up at a junction. We're now outside Miller and Carter on Tanworth Lane. Next thing you know, massive impact, bang. Car's been pushed across the road. I'm in shock. Dean's in shock. I'm like, no disbelief. Oh, God. So I turned round and the worst thing had happened. The car that pulled off the drive further down the road had smacked into the back of us. I could not believe it. I went to find a safe spot to pull over. I look round, I see this guy's face, young lad, in a Mercedes AMG A35. Them things are actually, obviously we know how quick they are. I turn around, see the shock look on his face, still in disbelief, went to pull over to the side. What does he do? Drives off. Now, I was gutted. I tried to give chase, still in shock. But this guy was prepared to drive and overtake so many cars at speed. He was going to kill himself or someone. So what we did was, I thought, well, I know where the cars just come from. I'm going to go back. I went back to that address, and his family were outside having a big party. Evidently, there was alcohol all over the place. And I'm not saying that this lad had a drink, but it's just come from a party where there was plenty of it. I approached the people who lived there, told them the situation. They were like, oh no, is he okay? Yes, he's a family member and blah, blah, blah. I said, well, he's okay because he's just driven off and smashed up my Escort. Then it led to knowing him, and he was a relation to, once I told him what had happened, oh no, we don't know him. Nothing to do with us, yet they got CCTV. Police came, and I'll be honest, they were useless. I've supported the police all my life, and I've never really needed them other than that moment in time. They weren't interested. They actually told us we were trespassing on these people's property. So, reluctantly, we had to swallow the bitter pill and drive away. With no information of who hit us, no information of insurance details, yet we knew that the car was there. This family's not stupid. I've been back there several times since. There is no car there now, and there won't be. That remains to be seen, how I'm going to deal with that. Yet to find out myself. However, priority is the Escort. Let me show you. So here she is. I'll show you around the car first, actually. So it's kind of had like a one-off build. It's what I would describe as a mild rally build. I've trimmed out the interior. I've tried to make it more user-friendly. It was very gnarly when we had it. There was the braces from the roll cage across the door, different seats in. I actually really couldn't get in the thing, to be honest. So I've made it a little bit more user-friendly. New wheels. I've done a very, very small amount of paint work on the car. It's what I do for a job. I do smart repairs, mobile, nothing to the degree that is now in front of me. So here we go, guys. My Paulie Escort. Hit from the back. I would probably say not a massive impact, maybe 20 miles an hour. But that's what it does to a 50-year-old car. The floor isn't terrible, to be honest. It's got a couple of tiny little kinks in it. And on reflection now, the plan is I'm not going to put a new quarter panel on the car. I don't think it needs it. These arches are steel, and the job's been done so nice. It's really, they've done a cracking job. Whoever's done the paintwork on this car, the fabrication on the car rather, they've done a cracking job. And a credit to the guy who must have built it before I had it. Yeah, here we go. So we're looking at a new back panel, or half a back panel, because I have purchased a Magnum panel. And the idea is we're going to pull, strip it down, we're going to pull, get the lines back as best as, remove the back panel, maybe use half of it, graft in a new section. I'm not sure yet whether we're going to use the whole rear panel or not. It remains to be seen when we take the thing apart. But yeah, I could have cried, I'll be honest with you. And, you know, for a lot of people now watching this, are probably going to say, you know, Andy, that's not bad. And it's not, but it's bad enough, because the car is beautiful, and it's mine, and it's my beautiful car, and I don't care that people either say, you know, it's not a genuine RS. No, it's not a genuine RS. I can't afford one. This was originally an 1100 Mark 1 Escort, and there's some stunning vehicles out there that have been built, as you all know. This one is the one that I could afford. This is the one that's mine. I absolutely love the thing. Still got things that I was going to do to it this summer. I'd like to do something with the dash to soften it. I'd like to move the reservoir pots. They'll go under the engine. You know, it's all about doing bits at a time and how you can afford it and when you can afford it, because, you know, these are part-time fun cars, and yes, they've gone up considerably in money, but I wouldn't want to sell this. I wouldn't want to sell this for anything, if I'm totally honest with you. My intention is to keep this car. So I've had to bite the bullet and decide no insurance company, because that's just going to bump my insurance up. And the reason for that is I will change this. This vehicle is insured on my trade policy for my business, and my business is a mobile. As you can see, we do scratches, scuffs, dents, alloys, and we're called up to scratch. There's the phone number, should you ever want it. However, I could paint the car, but I can't. I haven't got the tools. I haven't got the facilities to be able to pull it. So I'm going to call upon a guy that's a friend of a friend. His name's Rob, and Rob has his own body shop. So in a couple of weeks' time, we're going to get over to Rob's when he can get me in, and we're going to spend a couple of days pulling, welding, painting, and making good again. I contacted Marcus Hayes recently on Facebook, because I know he's got some friends. I think Gary, is it Gary Bull, that does the carbon fibre stuff. Now this is a steel bumper. The problem there is, if I want a new steel bumper, they're £450. A carbon fibre one's £200. A fiberglass one is £115. I've opted for the fiberglass one because I didn't intend to do that. You know, funds are funds, and maybe over time I can put different things back on. But for now, the idea is get it repaired, get it painted, get it put back on the road. So here's just a small little video of before I'm going to do one during, and then I'll do one after. And then hopefully the day I'm back on the road with it, we'll put the graphics back on. I'll be a happy bunny again. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. As I say, I haven't got a YouTube channel or anything like that. I'm just documenting this for shits and giggles, really. I'm trying to look at all the positives out of this. That's all I can do. The idea of people driving off when they've hit you, it's just disgusting. But I don't want to start going down that road because it just upsets me. It makes me negative. It makes me angry. Yeah, so I'm looking at the positives right now. Let's fix my Escort.